Hello friends, I'm Phoebe. Welcome to my music discovery journey. We are back with Voice of Baceprot today with God Allow Me Please to Play Music. This is one that's come up a lot in the comments. I read the comments, I observe the comments, and I try and do what I can. There are thousands of requests, so please just understand for a moment that I am just one person and I really struggle to keep up with everything. I have lists upon lists upon lists of suggestions. I have a whole server on Discord that has different band channels and different, even like various music suggestions. If I haven't categorized them in bands, Voice of Baceprot do have a channel that I add lists to on there. It's incredibly overwhelming. There are still loads of artists that I haven't checked out yet. The reason I started this channel was to check out all the music that I've maybe slept on or heard of artists but never had the time to check them out. And there are, I think I've not even made a dent in that list. I think I've covered like 3 or 4 of the artists, and I haven't been able to do more on them after the first time. So please be aware of that. Thank you to anyone who commissions on Ko-fi and Patreon. Obviously that keeps the channel going and they get pushed to the top. The only unfortunate thing is that if I'm constantly behind on those lists, they are kind of at the forefront of what I want to get done and out the way, and everything else is there, but I have to be mindful of slotting one in. So this is my slotting one in today, from the comments, because I like to keep it balanced, and we can't monetize from it, but that's okay because I'm sure this is an absolute gem, and my reason primarily for doing all of this is to find great music and make connections that way. So Voice of Baceprot, on the YouTube channel it says often abbreviated as VOB, are an Indonesian metal trio formed in Garut, West Java in 2014, consisting of young hijab-wearing trio Marsya, vocals and guitar, Widi bass, and Siti drums. VOB incorporate their various influences ranging from rock, rap rock, and funk rock to nu metal and funk metal, meshing them into a unique style of rock music, furnished with frontwoman Marsya's virtuoso guitar riffs and distinct vocals, drummer Siti's hard-thumping beats, and Widi's trademark bass slaps. They have overcome a lot of obstacles in being a female band. From their small town, they can get a lot of hate for what they do. It can be frowned upon for women in their culture to be playing metal, and even their parents weren't too keen on it to start with, but they've come round to it. There was an article in Kerrang that joked that it's because they now make money from it that their parents are okay with it. A lot changes things when it comes to money, it seems, which is kind of sad, but at the same time I'm glad they are now doing what they do and encouraging, inspiring other women to follow in their footsteps. I think the article on Kerrang is called Voice of Baceprot. We get messages from girls saying we've given them the courage to start a band, and I think that's so powerful, especially in their circumstances. Now this was released 3 years ago, 2023. We're gonna check it out finally. Nice strong start. Wins.
Today, many perceptions have become toxic. Why? Today, many people wear religion to kill the music. I feel like I am falling, wish down, swallowed by the crowd.
Oh gosh.
I'm not a criminal, I'm not the enemy.
I will listen to the whole chorus in full if that is the chorus, but I just want to go through the intro, what we're seeing, what we're hearing, and the lyrics, the vocals. I absolutely love how that comes in really strong with the guitar, and then with the drums, and then with the guitars. So powerful, a really addictive. I don't know what that is, but that was really nice. They're wearing dark clothes, although we have some silver thrown in as well. We've got a crown. We saw some wings at some point. Is it like a spiritual, I guess, because it's asking God to play music. Is it a dark angel? Are they seen as dark people? Even some people say like Satan, devil worshippers, because they like loud, heavy music, when actually there's a lot of feeling behind this heavy music that a lot of people don't understand if they don't listen to it, which is kind of sad. Missing out, honestly. The vocals, really nice. I understand that's Marsya. Why today many perceptions have become toxic? Why today many people wear religion to kill the music? Exactly. I think it's just kind of what I've just said, right? It's people assume, but they don't realize the power or the depth or the impact that it might have in a positive way. I feel like I'm falling, washed down, swallowed by the crowd. So the feeling quite overwhelmed with it all, and sad that there's not this support that there should be. That there's this toxic perception of what they do, that people even send death threats to women who do this. Like, that's not cool, man. That's not healthy, and it's like a really inappropriate, irrational thing to me. But I understand there are different cultures around the world and people learn things differently, and I understand that there are different ways of doing things which effectively make people think a certain way and do different things to what I would do here. But I like that they are sharing this with us, because it's a really important subject. I'm going to like it already. But we're not even halfway through. We're not even a minute in.
I feel like I am falling, pushed down, swallowed by the crowd. I'm not a criminal, I'm not the enemy. I just wanna sing a song to show my soul. I'm not the corrupter, I'm not the enemy. I just wanna sing a song to show my
Oh.
God, allow me please to play music. 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 Why?
It's kind of got a reggae feel, the verse. That nearly brought tears to my eyes. That was so powerful. The bass was incredible there. That was a lot of bass, right? That was mad. The guitar work was really, really cool. I'm not the criminal. I'm not the enemy. I just want to sing a song to show my soul. I am not the corrupter. I'm not the enemy. I just want to sing a song to show my soul. It's so true, isn't it? And this can also be said for people who are hated on for just being a minority group of people, or being a group of people that others don't understand, so they don't agree with it and they don't support them just existing as humans. We talk about racism. Why would for instance, why would a black person be hated on for being black? It's not fair. They're a good person. Why would a trans person be hated on for being trans? People don't understand things, and they turn people into enemies when they're absolutely not. They're good people. bad people are bad people, but you should never target a group and say they are all bad or they are all this or all that, because we are all individuals as humans. What's any difference between a white person and a black person? There is none inside. It's just superficial, the outer layer of our vessels, our bodies. A lot of people in power spread hate towards ethnic minority groups or minority groups that are not understood by a lot of people or not given the chance to be understood. These people that aren't educated, that don't know why someone might exist the way they are existing. And it's really dangerous, this rhetoric that they start sharing misinformation. For example, there's misinformation that trans people are rapists. That's not true. There might be a case here and there where someone is a rapist that might have happened to be trans, but I can assure you that on the larger scale, most rapists are not trans, and they are not. They are the example of bad people who are doing the bad things, and it's not to pull in groups of people to then almost create this hate towards them, which is so unfair, so unnecessary. People are just trying to exist out there. Imagine you're just existing and someone says, oh, you white person, how dare you be here? You're all like this. And they're like, whoa, hang on a second. No, we're not. It's exactly the same thing, but it's funny when it comes to a white person, there's like more privilege. And I want to talk about that because I can't represent people of minority, but I do stand with them and I do support them for being themselves. And I don't think anyone should be attacked for being who they are. I think murderers, rapists, bad people deserve to go to prison for that. They shouldn't be on the streets, but I don't think that innocent people should be attacked or lumped with a group of people. It's stupid, really, but there are brainwashed people that believe these things, and it's sad. Hopefully anyone listening that doesn't understand it could take the time to understand it and put yourself in someone else's position. That's what I do a lot in my analysis of life and human existence. You only have to try and put yourself in the position of someone else and understand how they might feel and realize that it's completely unnecessary. And I love how they've said this. Sorry, I'm going on a massive tangent, but I'm not the criminal. I'm not the enemy. I just want to sing a song to show my soul. And this could be the same for just a human being. I'm not the criminal. I'm not the enemy. I just want to exist. Why is that so hard? It shouldn't be in this day and age. I'm not the corruptor. I'm not the enemy. I just want to sing a song to show my soul. It's the people that spread this information, this misinformation, and attack others. That is corruption. That is the enemy. That is something that needs to be looked at and talked about more often so that people can make judgments themselves and realize how unfair the system is for people that are just trying to play music, just trying to exist. It's the same. So this is so good for that. Sorry, I have to talk about it. Okay. This is a music reaction and analysis channel, by the way. If you are upset that I'm starting and stopping, you're probably in the wrong place. And there are reactors for every type of style. And I am maybe a genre that is an acquired taste.
To play music. Why today many perceptions have become toxic? Why today idealizations are abusing our mind? I feel like I'm falling down in the deep hole of hatred.
Okay. So they're wearing the red here as well. Is that the passion that they have? I know red can be symbolic of a lot of different things: danger, lust, passion. It feels like they are passionate about what they are doing, but also they are seen as a danger when it's really not underneath. It's really not a danger. They're not the criminal. I really like the TVs. I'm gonna go back and just show a still of it. I also like how they're depicted with the fire around them, and the whole in chains, like they are treated as people that should be in jail. I wish for a world without sexism. There were other things said before, I think. Hold my boundaries. It's a lot of empowering things and just hoping for peace, I guess. And what people want. We don't need sexism. We don't need racism. We don't need transphobia, homophobia, any hate against groups of people. And this, I don't understand why people can't see how transparent it is when world leaders, for instance, start saying things and making up things about groups of people, and then people believe everything they say. Corruption at its finest, and this want to belong, but actually it's the equivalent of bullies at school. Join the evil people, join the people that are hating on the others. If you join the majority, then you're not going to fall into the minority and be hated on. That's what people think. But actually, if you stand up to the bullies, things can change, things can happen, good things can happen, bad things can happen too. But there's power in standing up for what you really feel. If you're a moral person, you wouldn't hate on other people. In my mind, we all think differently, but it makes me sad that the world is like this. Is this like in hell, the fires of hell, but also they look ethereal now? Oh, is this based on, is that an album cover? That's so good. I think that the title, God Allow Me Please to Play Music, is this suggesting that their religion is not allowing them as well? It does say why many people wear religion to kill music. Sometimes people use religion as blackmail to not do certain things, even if they're not really terrible. And people use a lot of scriptures that were written many, many years ago as though they haven't aged. And I talk about this quite often, but like when we are learning at school, lots of textbooks change throughout the years. They're updated. A lot of those scriptures haven't been updated, and to me it seems strange that people take it as gospel, that couldn't possibly have changed over the years as things have gotten on. If you were to take a snapshot of a small group of people as part of a small culture, and you say, right, that is how everyone feels and everyone should feel and everyone should be, we don't all think the same. And so we are, some people might be worshipping that as if that is the example to follow. And whilst, yes, that might be good moral things, that could be toxic. And as I've been growing up, I've questioned a lot of things over the years. Our family very religious growing up, so to go against it was like oh my gosh, what are you doing? Or are you sure about this? Because this ain't cool. People get disowned, and I just there's a lot of things that I thought about that are worth talking about and thinking about. It's a whole other subject, and I know I've talked for 21 minutes, but the vocals are really nice. The guitar work is so good. The drums are so good. I love all the little details. Why today many perceptions have become toxic, so that repeated. Why today idealizations are abusing our mind. Society says we should be a certain way, but if we don't do what society does generally, like what the norm is that they have stated, whoever they are, no one dies usually, unless it's like murdering and raping and really bad stuff. But if society says you should get married, have children, and not be in a metal group, if you don't have kids and don't get married and you join a metal group, who's to say that's wrong? And then society's idealizations, which are really not important. We should all do what we want to do and not be dictated by what the ideal world would like us to do, what other people see as more important. We've all got different priorities, but our main priority should be ourselves and what we want. In life, you get one life, if that's what you believe. So why spend it doing stuff for others? I should take my own advice. But it's true. And then there's I think I'm falling down in the deep hole of hatred. So it's just this overwhelming toxic feeling of not being free to do what they want to do. And all they want to do is play music and not hurt anyone. That's all they want to do. And this is such a good song for that. I really liked the visuals. I really liked the differences in the colour. There was black, there was a bit of colour, and then at the end they were lighter, ethereal, and probably in the happy place. God allow me please to play music. It's just asking, please, begging even, please can I do this? And please don't look down on me, and please understand that this isn't a bad thing. And it shouldn't be seen as such. Really, really powerful. I love Voice of Baceprot, and I've only listened to them a couple of times, but I do understand the importance of listening to them. And thank you for everyone that's mentioned them in the comments and chased me. Please don't make me feel bad though, or guilt trip me into stuff, because that makes me not enjoy things so much. So I just do ask for that, because I have had a few people in the Voice of Baceprot comments asking or demanding, and then not really showing respect both ways. But on the whole, most people are kind, and I focus on that more than anything, really. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. If you want to join Ko-fi or Patreon, please feel free to support the channel in any way you want. Just by watching this, you are supporting the channel, so thank you so much. I also have a monetization playlist if you want to help and actually help generate monetization. That is something you can do for free, and I will add the playlist here or there, and the Voice of Baceprot playlist will be created soon as well, because we've done more than one now. Shout out to anyone on Patreon. You can join for free, links are below, but you can also join for £1 and get your name here under the supporters list. You can also join VIP or premium supporters and get a free request included in your subscription each month, which also includes early access to stuff, exclusive stuff that doesn't get shared on YouTube, and lots of other bits and bobs, album reviews. And so it's really worth it if you do join, but please don't worry about spending money, because your time is the most precious thing. So thank you for spending time watching, and let me know if you watched all the way through by saying you told me to say Baba Black Sheep. You told me to say Baba Black Sheep in the comments if you watched all the way through. I really appreciate it, because I know I go on for ages. So thank you so much for watching my reaction analysis, and I will see you for another one soon. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.